We'd already given away everything. Neither one of us could come home from work, contemplating on, okay, what person am I getting when I go in? And we were done.
I'm Christina.
And I'm Odie.
We got our 10-year coming up, October the 8th. We've had so many fun times. We're always doing something, And we have 4 children together, and they were always involved. We always did things with them.
I served 23 years in the military. Most of it was a special operations, so being able to think outside the box, standards never failing, that's all part of my DNA. And I try to project that onto my wife, and expecting the same standards out of her that I would say a guy going into combat with me, and it's just not fair. So it sounds funny, but for me, there was a standard, and things have to be done the right way the first time. And I would get angry because she couldn't read my mind and do things the way they needed to be done the right time and make mistakes. My approach was intimidating to her. I was getting angry all the time because she couldn't tell me what to fix. I couldn't talk to her because she would shut down. I would say that our communication had gotten to the point where it was non-existent. Anything I tried to say to her shut her down.
When I would say something or even ask him a simple question or something, even like, hey, do you mind doing this? He would just blow up, just be very upset and angry. And I couldn't figure out normally that is just a simple question, why are you getting so upset about just something as simple as that? Not being able to even say one word to each other, not even being able to I would keep things, to be honest with you, from him because I was scared of his reaction. It was very hard because I felt like I was more or less like a soldier, not his life partner. I got to the point, I prayed and I was like, Lord, it's in your hands. And we got to the point where we were gonna, separate.
We were literally 2 weeks from moving to different countries away from each other. We weren't gonna get a divorce, but we had made the decision we didn't have to live with each other. And so we decided that we needed a third party. We decided to take a civilian and a church approach.
We just loved Katrina and Pastor Wagner. They had just led us in a way that we couldn't even imagine it.
Well, I will say that it was extremely beneficial to me for Pastor Wagner's military background because he was able to understand more about me, and more importantly than that, because we were never married during my military service, Katrina, being a military spouse, really helped her because she was dealing with all the post-military service drama. And so she realized that she wasn't, the only person that had to deal with these kind of things.
I could relate to something, what I was going through, and not feeling like I was going crazy either, because okay, I'm not the only person out there that's feeling this.
It wasn't that we realized we needed God in the center. It was more that we realized that he wasn't. When we both had the realization, we put what we called safety rails into place. Things like, no matter where we are, even if we're geographically separated, we'll pick up the phone and we'll pray with each other every night to the best of our ability. When you pray together, it's really hard to be angry about anything. It was just a total surrender to myself to God and saying, okay, I've tried it my way, I've done it my way, and I'm going to try it your way. And it feels good not to be angry all the time.
It's comforting to know that I can hey, listen, I got something to say, I just want to be transparent with you and not have to worry about the blow-ups, and feeling shame for actually speaking, being who I am or what's on my mind.
We thought we knew. We found out that we didn't know, that we didn't have him at the center. We're telling people we have a Christian marriage, but I don't think we really had God at the center. Since we put God at the center, things got really easy. Now, it's hard to be a Christian, and it's hard to be a married couple, but that's part of it too, and I'm still learning.